I now have the honor to invite the President of the General Assembly of the United Nations to take the floor.
Your Majesty, Honorable President of the International Court of Justice, Mr. Secretary General, Your Excellency, Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Netherlands, Your Excellency, President of the Security Council, Honorable Judges, Excellencies. What wonderful music to the young people here in the room. This is also your anniversary. French philosopher Albert Camus once said, "Peace is the only battle worth waging, but justice must guide it." These words speak to the role of justice in the history of our United Nations. While rarely spoken of, alongside the three main pillars, peace and security, sustainable development, and human rights, its primacy is evident. Justice is the outcome of sustainable development. It underpins lasting peace and security, and it guides human rights frameworks. When people believe in justice, they trust in public institutions, engage in society, and strengthen their communities. Indeed, it was this desire for justice that gave us the United Nations in the first place, an institution born of the injustices of the 20th century. And for 80 years, it has been embodied right here in the International Court of Justice in The Hague. Normally, 80 years would be a big birthday party to celebrate. Yet, as I said at the opening of the 80th session of the General Assembly in September, these are unfortunately not ordinary times. Every week brings a new crisis. Ukraine, Sudan, Gaza, Venezuela, Iran, Lebanon. And beneath it all, a multilateral system not only tested at every turn, but straight up attacked. Some states are not even hiding it. So if this is not a moment for celebration, it is certainly a moment of recommitment. And the value of this court is clear. It has helped to bring justice to those who have tried to evade it, as we have seen in the case of Belgium versus Senegal. It has provided legal certainty on unresolved issues and helped prevent escalation of conflicts through peaceful dispute settlement, as we saw in several decisions on maritime boundaries. As we all know, unfortunately, there's no glory in prevention, yet the impact of these cases has echoed across regions and societies, settling disputes, preventing conflicts and wars from even happening, and boosting security for so many. And this relevance is only growing as the court takes on complex legal questions through its advisory opinions, which reflects the continued trust of member states in the court. And yes, I do recognize the workload with which it comes to it from the General Assembly. But we saw this power when the court was called upon just months ago to provide legal clarity on humanitarian responsibilities in the Gaza Strip. And we saw it also when the court recognized the existential threat posed by climate change. In that advisory opinion, resulting from a request by the General Assembly, but passionately supported by young people in small island developing states, the court also opened another dimension of justice, intergenerational justice, underlining its capacity to evolve over time. And frankly speaking, for the first time, I saw the ICJ case to be on social media celebrated by young people. And in this regard, as it is a time of reflection, I would like to highlight also part of justice that is, in my personal view, still overlooked: gender justice. Systematic discrimination against women was not included among peremptory norms identified by the International Law Commission in 2022. A view that is still sadly shared in legal circles today, with arguments that there are other more important and serious topics. Yet, if the UN is to represent all humanity, then all its different entities, including the courts, must reflect its full reality, including the fact that half of humanity are women and girls. And women's rights are the yardstick for freedom and justice within each society, based on our common foundation, the Charter and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights for All. This includes equal representation of women, as unfortunately almost all UN bodies, we are not there yet. Only 7 of the court's 117 judges have been women, only 2 of the 28 presidents, the newest election, a female positioning again. And this is not enough yet, I must say. But self-critically, it is better than either the role of the President of the General Assembly, in which I'm only the 5th woman out of 80 president, and it's definitely also better than in the position of the Secretary General, which, as we know, didn't have a female Secretary General for 80 years. But as the current Secretary General said, in every, I would not say crisis, but momentum, we do have a choice to decide differently, and we start that in 2 days or next week with the interactive dialogue for the next Secretary Generals. Excellencies, international justice does not begin with filing, nor does it end with a judgment. It depends on credibility and trust, on the willingness of national system and international institutions, of politicians and journalists, of civil society and civil servants to uphold not only the letter of the law, but its spirit. If societies rise or fall on the presence of justice, then it's our responsibility to nurture it at every turn. So as we mark today the 80th anniversary, let us do more than reflect. Let us defend justice every day. For if peace, as Camus reminded us, is the only battle worth waging, then let us fight for justice to ensure that it is truly won for the future. I thank you.
I thank the President of the General Assembly for her remarks.